How are you feeling tonight? I'm talking to you. You're on screen right now, Helga. So
Oh, this was for
yeah,
me. Oh,
the people see you.
I'm
So
blessed.
this was Helga's idea. We thought we'd do something, kind of light and spiritual, and maybe get Eric up when he's not eating.
He
And
will be.
anybody else who wants to come up as well, who's spiritual, but we're just gonna talk about concepts and probably feelings and an inquiry on deeper matters of the heart. And I believe that certain words like faith hold space. So, and love. What does the word faith to you mean, Helga?
Knowing.
Yes. This is a time of knowing. Have you felt the massive shifts that are going on right now, especially in March? Like today, I was buzzing with just, these blissful waves, right? So when you're amongst other people who are quickening or awakening, which we all are, but some are ascending, I would say maybe a little quicker level or have done the emotional work,
Hmm.
you're holding a space, like with even you just standing there, right? What do you think happened with the birds today? That was wild.
As you said, I think they had a message for me.
Yeah, they were getting loud. That was that was wild. They were taking over the broadcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I was saying to you, are they? Oh, okay. We should invite her up as well, right? Is this your friend right here?
Who? Who?
Desiree?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's your friend? Okay, we'll invite her up as well.
Yes. That is my soul sister.
Yeah, yeah, you remember I told Fraser he was my soul sister? He looked at me
Yeah.
when Fraser, you'll
Oh,
always be my soul sister, buddy. Forever. Yeah, that's good. So,
oh,
oh, look who's here too, Kelly. Kelly is very spiritual as well. She's actually
welcome.
someone I know in real life, like in person,
Oh,
not
awesome.
not someone just on here. Like we've actually hugged, like in real life. So I'm gonna invite her
Mm-hmm.
up as well. See how she is. She reads cards and is very spiritual. Has done a lot of reading over the years. So
Oh, cool.
um, Kelly, what does the word faith mean to you? What does the word faith mean to you? She goes, oh, she's laughing. You met Bob this morning. Hi, Bob. How are
Hi,
you?
Bob.
How'd your day go? I thought
Hi,
that was so
Kelly.
sweet that he was consoling you when you were kind of emotional, right? Because he's not, he's a sweet man, but he's not, out there like you and I are. He was just coming from a place of love, right? Like for all humanity. I love people like that, like some of us are wired that way. Bob, I'm going to give you the opportunity to come up as well. And then I think I'm going to kill it on the invites because what'll happen is we'll have the whole world in here.
The four
Do you
cards.
believe, though, that certain energies draw certain energies? Because I have not seen Kelly in a very long time. And I'm doing a spiritual, maybe it's the title that brought her in. I think, so, what's it called? You are loved unconditionally here. And you are. So I knew it would be kind of a woo show. But I get pushback all the time for the spiritual parts, right? It's um, for a very long time, I would put my toe in the pond and then walk away. Put my toe in the pond and walk away. And I haven't done it this time. And I've just stayed steady to the course because I know I'm running out of time. Right. So it takes a lot of bravery to do what we do. Like it's not an easy thing. Uh, Fat guy out west, which is Steve, and another very deep soul who,
Welcome.
yeah, Being able to maintain hope when what you once believed to be reality changes. Okay. Yeah. But reality is just a story, right?
Exactly.
It's just a story. It's a story we tell ourselves, which is usually based in ego,
And
which isn't
fear.
real either, right? So when you
Yeah.
get stripped down, like you and I have, I call it being below the curb. You've hit the lowest low, the deepest sadness. Then I think what happens is you open your heart up to a new world. I was watching Helga the other day. Very strong. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I realized,
What's that?
uh, Michael,
Yeah.
is when you dare to let go of those things that doesn't serve you anymore. Instead of continue to feel the pain,
Mm-hmm.
it delivers something new. It's a door for another experience.
Mm-hmm. I would agree.
Hi, Carrot
Can you,
Oh,
Talk
look.
and Fat Guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Steve. Steve is better. Steve is better. There.
Okay, because huh? Hi, Steve. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Helga. How are you tonight?
I'm I'm so blessed to be
Kelly.
here again.
did I
Hey,
come
Eric
up?
is also here.
Yeah, you did. Kelly, you're perfect. Just say that. Kelly,
Oh,
I am
Oh, I didn't
perfect.
see Kelly pop up. Hi,
I
Kelly.
am perfect.
You are perfect, Kelly. Everything's perfect, Kelly.
Perfect.
You're in
Mikey, oh,
you're in a safe space here. Kelly
oh,
likes
thank God.
Kelly likes structure, and she
I
knows
do.
if she's with Michael, there is no structure. There's just
Well,
love.
yeah, you're a force to get used to, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. My mother
yeah,
used to say that. Do you not care about
did she?
anything? Yeah, she used to go. Do you not care about anything, Michael? You're driving me crazy.
Eric is here.
What's that?
Eric is already in the room.
Is he? I don't see him. Do you
I
feel
see him.
him? How do you see him? I don't see him.
I see him on my screen.
Do you? Okay. Well, you have a magic
Eric,
screen.
hi.
No, that's fat guy.
No, he left a comment.
Oh, he left the
No,
comment.
it's Eric.
He's in the room. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, did you send him an invitation?
Yeah, I will. Right now we've got 4, so I'm just going to wait. Eric, if
Oh,
you can just monitor the room for us for a bit, because we get beyond 4, it'll be loony toony in here. Nobody will say a word, and so Eric, I promise you, you'll come up. You know, I have deep love for you. It's all good. It's all good. So Kelly, please introduce
Yeah,
yourself, and then Steve, you introduce yourself.
Okay.
Okay, Kelly, go.
I'm Kelly, and my I'll state the obvious first.
You know what that
Huh,
reminded me of? Okay.
I
It starts with
no.
B and ends with B. What's your name, Bob? Okay. Go, Kelly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Michael. I'm the gal who knows Michael in person. Although I haven't seen him in person in a very, very long time because he moved away, you know. Um, but I do tarot talk here with Kelly. And in my real life, during the day, I work in mental health.
Yeah.
So that's me. And yes, I think Michael and his wife and I were drawn to each other because we're all very quite spiritual. They have seen me through a lot, those two, I tell you, a lot.
And you've grown a lot. You have. You've grown a
I
lot.
have.
Yeah, you've come a long way. You come a long way. 1,000 books has helped.
1001, actually. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She has done
true.
more reading than I'll do in the next 10 lives.
And a lot of videos, a lot of authors, you've pointed me in the direction of, I've spent countless hours on Michael's back porch with his wife, Barb, commiserating over life in the past.
Yes.
Precious memories for me. I don't know about for them, but for me, for sure.
Okay, I'm going to mute you for a sec, and then I'm going to let Steve talk.
right.
Okay, because we're getting some background noise with you. Just one sec. Okay, Steve.
Oh, it's probably the child.
The children. Well, you know what's funny? I can still hear you. Steve, go
I'm
for
on
it.
the mute.
No
It's just
doubt.
right in the mute. I love it. So, I mean, I haven't met you guys in person. Michael's met me a couple times. I'm a retired firefighter. I've got a background in finance, and my personal contribution to life is I've been sober for 25 years, and I try to share that with pretty much anyone I meet, including everybody online, the struggles of recovery and the battles that you go through. And I'd like to think my soul has changed more towards the good than the bad. We could debate that when I was in my late teens, early 20s on what side I was on. But I'm really more about a positive attitude now, and I actually enjoy this platform. And I believe I need to talk to Michael. I'm going to start broadcasting right before his morning show. It's probably starting Monday.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to give myself a couple days to prepare. And it's really just about being positive in life and accepting where you are.
Well, if you ever need a guest and you're feeling lonely there, I'll beam up with you if you want. If you want to do it on your own, I totally get that too.
No, you'll definitely be involved, Michael.
Whatever you do, don't invite Fraser. It'll just go sideways fast. Trust me.
Fraser's the best soul out there.
If you want it to go sideways fast, invite Fraser. There you go.
He's the best. So yeah, that's kind of my personal background. I'm studying to be a social worker at 52.
Yeah.
Nice.
For some reason, I thought that was a bright idea to go back to college and become a licensed social worker. Not really sure whether or not I'm going to succeed, but I am certainly trying.
Hi, Richard. How are you? And hello, Bob and Desiree. We did give you an invite, so maybe you'll go second round when Eric comes up. So I have a feeling I'm not going to let this go more than an hour, guys. So I'll give you a warning. I don't do the marathons. So I find that people don't watch the marathons. I would rather stop it and start it again. Do you know what I mean? Than do the 4-hour thing. So plus they start to go wonky after 4 hours. Kelly, you want to hear something really weird? You'll like this. So this morning, Helga was on and she was
I heard it.
And the birds were going wacko.
Yeah.
The birds were going.
I was listening in. I was a little freaked out.
I was freaked out. I thought I was watching a very powerful movie. You know what I mean? I was like, you could not script this.
No, I know, eh?
Yeah.
And now, Helga, nice to meet you, by the way. And you were just so, the birds are going, so calm, whatever.
Hi, Desiree.
And I'm like, oh my God.
So Desiree, I'm just going to leave you down there for a couple minutes and then we'll do a switch into bed, okay? Yeah, but if you feel like you want to say hello or want to chime in, feel free to do so, but we only have so much space here. But if I feel like it's strong, we'll do it. Let's try it. What the heck? God, I'm such a softie. Jesus. Here. So Steve, thank you for sharing that you're doing some soul work and you want to share. So what are you going to do? You going to help guys recover?
Yeah, I want to actually go. I'm probably going to go for troubled teenagers because I just remember struggling at that time in my life, and there wasn't enough help, and there's still not enough help for these kids. It's just institutions, and it's brutal. The system's brutal, and there's other ways. There's other ways to help people. And if I had gotten shown any other road besides the road I was shown,
Hmm.
I might have saved myself 12 years before I did.
Or not,
Or not. We never know.
right? I think if I came back and talked to myself at 20, I would probably go, listen, fat guy, get out of here. What do you know? What do you know? Take your fat ass out of here.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And I go, but I'm you. There's no way. There's no way you're me. Yeah. So I was not ready. And I think when you're in that lower vibration, you almost have to go through the hell. See, and I think that's what's great about this young generation. They're not doing that. They're getting it. They get it at 40, right? They get it at 30. Some of them get it at 20. What took us to take 50 years of pain to get through. They've got it at 30, and they're parenting their parents. Do you know what I mean? Like they've got the emotional intelligence, and they're telling your parents to go, well, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. That's okay. They're just coming from a place of pain. And I've heard even my own children like say things to me like, Dad, let it go. And it's because they've done the work, but I think they come in with light codes. I know this is really deep, but I think they've already got the light codes. So what we had to go through hell, Steve, to get, that they came complete with.
Oh, listen, I know my journey got me to who I am today.
That's it right there. That's
Yeah.
it for sure. It's made you who you are today. Everything, I believe.
Yeah.
All
So
are, yeah.
Is
So
it
true.
Desiree? Is that your name? Is that correct? Am I saying that right? I've met you
Desiree,
once,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I met you once, yeah. And Eric had deep love for you, so you're a friend of mine. There you go. If Eric loves you, you're good with me. Okay. So if you can, just quickly tell us a little bit about yourself. And the room is starting to fill up a bit. It's probably just from the raw sexuality of Steve. That would be it. That's all it takes, right?
Yeah.
Before that, we had a few people. He came in, and there's just like an overflowing of joy. There we go. Yeah. So
You want me to
Desiree,
start?
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you'll get used to me, or you won't.
I'm an artistic holistic healer. I work mainly with the ley lines of the earth, and I do a lot of holistic healing with Reiki. I do card readings. I do everything holistic, every single aspect. So we work really hard. Helga, Eric, and I, we all work together as a trine with the triangle energies, and we bring them all up to help the energy of the earth. Sorry, I'm outside with the kids, so
Yeah, I can
today's
see
my
that.
kid's birthday.
Yeah.
So, so today's,
So is anybody seeing the Bathurst boxers here in the comments? Aren't they beautiful? Limited edition, only available from Fraser. There you go. I think you got the face in the wrong place, buddy. There you go. Can you see that? Can you see that? Kelly, can you see that in the comments there? The Bathurst boxers.
Oh yeah, I caught it. There he is.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. It's just a class act here. The whole thing just. Yeah, that's Fraser. This is what Fraser does. I love how he has the Haps emblem there too, which is even better.
I love listening to you too.
Oh, you just lost me with this again.
Yeah. There you go. So we went serious, and I told you, don't have him on the show. You won't get anything done.
I love him so much.
Do you?
No, his soul is so strong. I love that man.
Yeah. Well, him and I bounce well off of each other. We really do. But you can't harness him. He's a little bit like Kelly that way. Kelly's the same.
Hard to harness.
Yeah, hard to harness. What she gets going is just the train's coming to the station. There's nothing you can do. There's no brakes. Just get out of the way.
I have difficulties with grounding for sure.
Yeah.
But see, it's the caption that makes the whole thing.
Yeah, Bathurst boxers. Is that what you like?
Read the bottom.
Oh, feel comfortable with Michael on your ass. Oh, well, that's classy again.
Uh,
Oh, there we go. All right. It's all good. Yeah. Well, and someone said Hapsware. There you go. But
Oh, there we go. Oh.
so
Hmm.
what are we currently doing, all of us in the room, if we can just quickly, with don't go into long bouts of drawn out explanation, but just how are we dealing with the judgment of the way that we live our lives right now? Because we are definitely not mainstream. There are people out there that enjoy, the woo, we'll call it the woo, or the kindness, or the compassionate souls. We feed the light. How do you guys deal with those who think maybe the cheese is falling off the cracker? I'm just curious. How do you deal with that, Steve? You can be first.
I mean, I'm trying to clean it up in my head. I've learned not to care.
Mm-hmm.
If people start coming at me with negative energy or any type of rebuttal to where I'm trying to be and who I'm trying to be, I block it out. I walk away from it. I learned in my late 40s when my dad got sick. And he was the fourth relative that I watched die slowly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think in a polite way. I learned not to give a crap about other people's opinions.
Right.
And when people come at you and they try to tell you like, oh, you shouldn't think this way, you should do this. Like my father was suffering, and I just wanted him to be comfortable, and the medicine just wasn't doing it. So we brought him home and we made him comfortable, and we let him go. And when people were yelling at us for not loving him and not caring for him, I was like, you know what? F off. Like, leave us alone. Like, he's happy. We're happy. We want him to feel loved. We don't want him to be in a sterile place. And that's kind of when I made the switch mentally about worrying about other people's opinions about me and my situation. And that's kind of when life started getting really good for me in the way of just being involved in the world.
Okay.
I think that made sense. I hope it did.
Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, Helga, you're up. How do you deal with people judging you with your gifts?
The human part get nervous, but the spiritual part, it's just a game.
Ooh, that was deep.
Mhm.
I like that. The human part, you said, gets nervous, and the spiritual part knows it's just a game. That is beautiful, my love. That's
Oh.
unbelievable. Okay, Desiree, you're up. All right, I know you're healing the world here. Thank you, or maybe just the room. I'm not sure. I think between you and me and Steve, you might be here a couple decades, but good luck.
You said the whole thing about judgment, right?
Yeah.
So it's like when you look at somebody now, like when you become so awakened, it's like you don't look at them as an outside source anymore. You start to look at those people as a part of you, as a mirror image of your own self. So therefore there's no judgment casted upon anybody, because therefore you know that every single person has their own journey to go through. So it's like when it comes to judgment for my part, I take that step back and I have to analyze what is it that's triggering me to judge somebody else or for my own self. So
Desiree, I want to just ask you a question. Your phone, you're on a phone, right?
yes,
Do you have a case on your phone?
yeah. Is it
Okay.
really
I think
weird?
what it's doing is I think it's blocking your microphone because you sound a little muffled.
Oh, okay.
Is there any way you can take the case off and see if it sounds a little better?
Yeah, I took it off.
Okay, good. Okay. I don't know if it's that then. I don't know. Maybe you just dropped a one too many times. That's like my brain. But, some things can never be quite the same or right, or they've been rewritten. I love what you said. You have beautiful fluidity with what you say, and it's powerful. Like your words have real depth. Like
I'm a Sagittarius, so things are pretty deep when it comes from that soul.
yeah. Yeah, and you remind me a little bit of Eric, but sharper tools. Sorry, Eric. Are you and Eric really close?
Yeah, he's a soul brother. We're all working on some stuff.
Yeah.
Helga is in with it too, so it's like we all met on
Wow. Yeah.
N5D dot N5D on YouTube with Greg
Yeah.
Prescott, and
Yeah.
that's how we all met. So I'm truly
Yeah.
blessed to know beautiful beings.
Well, I got to be real with you. I didn't feel like going on tonight, but Helga asked me, and I was like, okay. It's hard to say no to her.
It is.
That was the last thing I wanted to do, and I thought, oh Jesus, the universe is telling me I got to go on, and I was like, give me an hour. I'll do it. I was on my way back from the walk, but I noticed though when there's the quickening going on or the energies are high right now. This is going to sound a little woo for you, Steve, but I believe that the energy right now is very high, and it's shaking and making people vibrate higher than usual. And we're dealing with our old stuff. So I have been kind of inward, not so much outward. And when I'm with Helga, she makes me kind of go into the depths of the soft or the inner child. And I don't show that very often. And there was a vulnerability in me when she was doing the birds thing. She was also freaking the shit out of me, to be honest with you. I was like, what the hell is this? I was like, great TV, but it started sounding like wild monkeys. They were so bloody loud. That was weird. I watched it again today. That part again. I never watched the broadcast again. I was like, I got to hear the birds. What the hell? So I think every once in a while you get people join together in the room, and I honestly, again, I'm so sorry, people in the room. I'm terrible at this, but Harry, thank you for being here. Richard, thank you for being here. Dina, thank you for being here. Brother John, you know I love you. Yasmin, how are you, my friend? Keep shining your light. Oh, thank you so much. Let it be. Yes, let it be. Oh, let it be. That sounds familiar. Speaking words of wisdom, I think.
Let it be.
Yeah, I have a feeling. That sounds catchy. I think we're onto something. What do you think?
We are.
Yeah, I think that could be a hit.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's all good. So once the energy gets high in here, it's going to be really hard for me to talk. So just keep doing what you're doing. Oh, he's leaving. Okay, Steve's had enough. All right, bye, Steve. I don't blame him. Sometimes I'm too much for myself too. So, oh no, he's back. I thought you left. They said too much woo. I'm out of here. That's what I thought you went.
It's what happens.
This is too weird. That's what I thought you were going. This is way too weird for me. Goodbye.
No. Not even close.
That's okay. Well, you never know. I've had that where people go, woo.
No.
Yeah.
We're right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I Helga's wheelhouse makes me sometimes a little uncomfortable, but I'm working on it. Like she was doing looks like you swear it was like a theatrical thing when she was looking up at the sky and the sky was blue and the birds were singing, and I'm like, we couldn't set the scene that way. Do you know what I mean? We'd work a whole day to get that 30 seconds if it was a film crew. It was natural. Yeah, and Frasier's oblivious. Yeah, and Frasier's oblivious. Blah 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 blah. Oh my god, he's so funny. But Frasier, if you're there, much love. Much love. Yeah. So Kelly, did you express what it's like to feel judged?
No.
You're calmer now. Why are you calmer now? Is the room?
I've been thinking about this whole thing, and I think I'm
Hello,
still.
Edward. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I think I'm still like sort of processing all that and how I deal with, like, I'm still going through that, and how I deal with judgment. But I think the one thing, yeah, yes, he's not as easy for me as, but
We're not laughing at
certainly,
you. He's doing more memes. Bathurst
oh,
crackers where the cheese always falls off. And I'm in a suit, which is even better.
I think to be just, I'm so grounded in my truth. Like, I know how much spirituality has helped me. So it's really hard for someone to say it's not true, or call it silly when I just know in my, like, it just isn't, right? Like, it's just such an unwavering truth for me.
Yeah.
And I've also learned that, and it doesn't need to be for somebody else. It just doesn't need, for me, it doesn't need to be. Because we are all on our own different paths. But my path has been, every time I veered off of it, eventually I come back, and it's never let me down. So I've also learned too that, yeah, what other people's opinions of me are is none of my business. And but I also see it as a very sacred part of who I am. So if someone's blatantly disrespecting me, and this might be more on the human side, I just tend not to share that part of who I am with people who don't want to respect me. And just, it's okay to disagree and have a really good discussion about it.
Yeah.
Everyone's different, right? But blatant disagreement, I'm just going to walk away from. I just don't, or blatant disrespect, I just walk away from. I just don't let that in. I guess it's partly personal boundaries too, and who I share my most sacred parts of myself with, and what I let in. And I just don't let it. I've been dealing with that a lot during COVID, not so much with my spirituality, but even just with my beliefs about those in poverty, because that's who I work with, and the stigma out there about that, and being shamed for that, and stuff like that. So it
Yeah.
certainly is something.
Kelly, my guides are
Mhm.
saying that you and Steve should have like a private call, and you can kind of just tell him the ins and outs of where he's going. And she's been in the field how many years now, Kelly? Like, in what you're doing? How long have you been doing this? 20?
25,
25 years.
23 at this one place, yeah, and a few
Yeah.
other years before that, yeah.
Yeah. And my
Yeah.
wife does the same kind of work. And
Yes,
yeah,
that's how we
so
met.
I think I was one of her first patients. She did most of her work on me. Yeah. Here on the Woo Bus. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
how Barb and I met,
yeah, through that.
through our work. Yeah,
So
we worked
so
together.
everybody in the room and everybody in, our little family here, right? The next question is going to be, why do you think that this type of broadcast now is doing so well in 2021? Like, the numbers are off the, like, I wanted to get 100 people. If we could get 100 people per broadcast, maybe 200, woo, we that would be phenomenal. The average broadcast in the morning now, I'm getting like 1,000, 1,200 people by the end of the day who are watching it. So there is a need, and we're getting people from all over the world. And I swear there's a calling. And everybody that's in this room, I actually know who you are. And Edward came into my life, and Steve came into my life, and Helga came into my life, and Desiree. Oh my Lord. Yeah, Kelly. And Desiree is what I'm talking about. She's one of these indigo starseed aligned, these people that have the gifts
Yeah.
already. Like, I can tell you're linked, like freakishly linked, to the point where you probably freak people out a little bit. And Helga, I don't know. You should write a book or something.
Probably.
All right.
Hook up with Oprah.
Michael,
Yes,
I'm
you got.
really blessed to be on here tonight. I have to go for my daughter's birthday party
Yes.
dinner tonight. So you guys have a great night, and thank you for having me on.
Too.
So many blessings and so much love. Namaste.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay,
Much
beautiful.
love, my daughter.
Much
There.
love, Mama Helga.
Okay, all right. There you go. I can see people at my work spitting in a bucket right now, going, "Oh my God, these people are nuts!"
We are
Children of the Woo, Part 1.
children
There
of
you
the
go.
woo. We are.
We are woo, the woo ones. So is Eric still out there? Eric, if you want to come up, or did I not give him an invite? God, I don't know. Is he even in the comments here? Did you say you saw him? Because I never saw him. Did somebody see him?
He was here before.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are. Can you just what is his last name again? So I can just put him in.
Hypes.
Hype, right? Like hype. Is it hype?
Hypes.
Hypes. Okay.
With an
Okay.
X.
Not haps, but hypes. Okay.
Yes,
you guys
he's
can
here.
talk. So you guys can talk amongst each other. You know, it's not against the law. There you go. Kelly, did you mute yourself? Because I can't even hear you now.
No, do you want me to? Okay, why do I think HAPS has been as successful as it has been?
Sure. Yeah, jump in.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. It's funny because I was listening to the owner or the CEOs talk about their idea, like what they meant for HAPS to be a
Yes.
platform for journalists. And of course, this was all pre 2001, pre-COVID. So, and I think there is certainly an element of that, but I think there is, I think it turned into a lot more than that. And I do sense all the connection. And I think it's partly because of COVID. I never dreamed I would be on a platform like this. And I think with COVID, there is that need to connect.
Yes.
We're missing that so much. And I know for me, I needed to know that there was still good people out there. I was in a kind of an iffy spot before all this with hanging out on, I think, Facebook too much. I mean, this year's been so much more than just COVID, but yeah, and I think it kind of restored my faith in humanity a little bit because there was just a lot going on over there. And that's, actually, this is why I won't actually share my podcast onto Facebook, because there's just not a whole lot of respect going on over there. So for me, this has been a breath of fresh air.
Oh,
and
good.
I think maybe for others too. Yeah.
Have you met Eric? Yeah. Don't let the beard scare you.
Oh, I think I have.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't met him, but I have seen some of the shows. Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of my faves for sure. Steve has been my fave for a while, even when his brother's mean. Your brother did not like my answer, by the way.
I know he didn't. You were defending me, and I appreciate that. Yeah,
well, I said to him, he's one of my favorite people, and he went, "Huh?" And then he looked at me like, "Oh, well, people are weird."
Pretty much. He's young. He'll get there.
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. He does. My God, when I was like a little bit out of control on the ego path, right? Like, yeah. We won't mention his name, but
no. Let's leave him be.
Let's leave him be. Let's not poke the bear. He'll be in here before you know it.
No, you know what? He's such a kind soul, and he's
Fraser. Behave. Look what Fraser's doing now. Oh my God, Fraser, you're just like ridiculous. You know what's scary? That almost looks real.
It does almost look real.
That is amazing. Oh my God, man. That is crazy.
I'd be curious where Eric lands on that question.
No, to ask him the question, Steve.
No, it's your question about why we're all where we are.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, did you hear the question before you hopped up? Michael, give it to him. I don't want to mess it up.
You're not messing anything up. What I said was, when I did the show, I thought it'd be lovely to have 100 people come to the show and we'd meet each other in the mornings and we'd build a community. I never anticipated it would be over 1,000 people every day. Every day now it's 1,000 people, and I'm starting to think it's going to be 5,000 in about 4 months. I think it just keeps growing. So Eric's going, yes, yes, I've made it that way. Yes, I did. Yes. Yes, I wooed it with my mind. Not willed it. I wooed it. I wooed it good. Okay, come on, Eric. Just tell us what you're thinking.
Well, I think. Well, I don't think anymore. I do my best not to. I feel like what you said in the green room the other day, Michael, was you feel like you've known me all your life.
Mm-hmm.
And hello, Kelly, meeting you the first time. Steve, Helga, I love you.
Hi.
And I feel like what the story that I'm bringing to the surface for myself and the people that will come into my frequency is stepping into who we are and our authenticity. And I was going to do a show tonight on wisdom. I was doing a little bit of research, and it all ties back with like common sense and what is common sense. And we all have a common sense, and that is to connect with the Most High. And so I think God said somewhere in the Bible, James 1:5, that God will give you the wisdom. And so that's a big thing that could take hours to discuss. But I feel like you were talking about with Desiree, there's a lot of people coming in that are educating the older generations, opening them up to what they might have missed. Or it's not that they missed it. I mean, everything is so intricately designed to where the polarities really accentuate each other. So what might someone think is bad is more negative, and it just puts you into a place to actuate you into moving in a different direction or acknowledging different ways. And so I, for myself, am going through a great process of just stepping into a new paradigm and following spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, source, all the way, and leaving the old behind and accepting the new, and which is the old way too. So I think that's really what everybody's starting to come into. I think 2020 was the big year. Everybody get their glasses on, get their 2020 vision dialed in, and the pandemic and everything is really, whether you look at it negative or positive, it's serving a purpose. Everything is serving a purpose right now into the divine plan.
Eric, did I ever tell you this story? I think I did, and I think it needs to be told again. But I had someone give me a reading, and I know Kelly knows this, and his name is Michael Hinton, and he's out there, very out there, and he read me, and he basically said, "Your guides are saying shit or get off the pot." Like nothing, like nothing could be more aligned for you than it is now. Like if you don't step into it now, it's going to be next life. So stop, worrying about the form of it. It's all laid out for you. Just show up and show up every day. And I did that, and this is like wild, this beast we've built. And I mean us, not, I told my wife this. I said, this has nothing to do with me anymore. It's ridiculous. It's like, I said, sometimes I'll start in the morning and I'm doing my, my wisdom and everything else. And everybody's just talking to each other. It's like they're all at a community center with beer in the morning. Hey, how you doing? Let's have a beer. Oh, that guy's talking. Who gives a shit? But, how are you? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. And that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I wanted people to have community with each other. And they're clearly not listening to me, which is great. And some new ones are. And some are reading the comments, which is awesome too. But there was one broadcast, I don't know what the hell was in the air, but there was 400 views and 1,400 interactions.
Wow.
So everybody was just chirping to each other. But I can remember the
That's
first time I
awesome.
met Steve, and I was like, okay, he's been placed upon my path. I don't know why, but I felt it very strongly, and even just in the comments. And recently I met Gary, and Gary, I felt the same. And then, no offense, Helga, but you're like 9 steps out of my woo register, and I'm learning, but I'm not even remotely in that astral plane. I think you're dancing in 5D. I haven't even put my toe in that pond. I occasionally jump in 4. I really think you're in 5. You say 3 words and it's so profound, and I'm like, okay, less is more. And Eric, I don't know what's going on with you, Eric, but I love you, and you're wonderful. I just haven't quite figured it out, and that's okay. And maybe you're just where I'm going to be next life. I don't know, but I really have no desire to come back again. I really don't.
Not me either.
No, I have no desire to come back. So I want to get this right, and if we can build a community on here, people, and help each other and be loving to each other and support each other in any way that we possibly can, and let God use us as an instrument, whatever God you're worshiping. Helga, that hit you. You okay? Earth to Helga. Helga.
Yes.
Hi. Where were you there? You were gone. I felt you, but you were doing something.
Well, I was acknowledging what you just said.
Okay. What part were you acknowledging? Or were you just heightening the energy again? I don't think you're acknowledging anything. I just think you're heightening the vibration in the room. That's all you're doing. There's no listening. Don't lie to me. That's what they do. They just come in here and go. And then I can barely talk because my brain's going, help me, Lord. And then I got Fraser doing memes with me on the toilet. It's just all upward from here. There we go. There we go. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Anyone else, I think I would have went, nope. But you went, are we still doing the broadcast? I guess we are. Woohoo!
I have to ask you, because
no, because I said it. I said that I would. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I said I would this morning, and and then I went, yeah. Michael at 6 in the morning and Michael at 6 at night is a very different Michael.
Yep. Helga during the day and during the night, it's also someone.
Yeah,
else.
but you don't sleep, do you? You don't sleep.
Oh yeah, I do.
I think they call that passing out. Actually, I think that's where but your energy is so high. Oh, Eric's laughing because there's truth in this, right, Eric? Eric,
she stays up. She stays up for the woo.
Yeah.
You said woo this morning, and she said I'll be here.
So here's the thing. We don't have a lot of time because we're gonna end this in 12 minutes. Okay. So I want to address, and I know that Eric is really good, and Stevie should listen to this because I think this will help you. Because this was my next stage when I started going through weird stuff. And Steve and I think, are more at the same level here. So this is a little bit out of our comfort zone here. But Eric is really good at numbers. So Eric, I started seeing, when I first started waking up, like everybody else, 11:11. And then when I was really in what I would call, what do you call that? The reckoning, or the deep darkness, right? When I was really, you hear what I'm saying in my head. Okay, so the lowest of the low, when I was really, really, really bad, and I knew I had to change, I started seeing 444, and I saw it for 2 years, and I kept waking up at 444, and I swear it was my guides going, Michael, fucking wake up. What are you doing? You're an idiot. Like, literally, I think that's what was going on. It was like, come on, get it together. Like, you don't have a lot of time left. And that was probably around the time I first met Kelly, 10 years ago.
I would wake up at 4:34.
Okay.
Almost every morning.
Yeah. And then lately, it's been 3:33, which I know is God. And I know you guys are buzzing around at 3 to 4 because that's the awakening hour, right? That's when all the spirits are doing the weirdness.
3 in the morning, yeah.
Yeah, 3 to 4.
3 to 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's when you guys are broadcasting. And so, Eric, are you processing what I'm saying, or are you just tuning out?
Oh, I'm getting ready to dial it back to you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Because there's a message. Yeah. Yeah.
So, Helga, please help me here. What do you sense for Steve? What do you sense for Steve? Be nice, though. What do you sense? Because she's reading you. I know she is. And she's healing you. And she's doing, yeah. Yeah. But at least she's light. Where Mike Hinton, he does both sides of the coin. So you got to be careful with him. Oh, he's powerful. He really is. Like, he'll affect my computer. I don't know how he does it. I've had where the bottom of the screen is doing this while he's doing his stuff. And, you know, and people are going, you're freaking on opiates. Stop. What are you thinking? He's affecting the energy. Some people can do that. Helga's going, that is true. Right, Helga? Okay. Are we going to do sign? You're not talking to me, Helga. You're just doing sign language.
She muted herself.
Okay. You got to unmute yourself, Helga.
Sorry.
What do you get for Steve? Be real. She doesn't want to answer that. Okay. All right. What do you get for me then? Or Kelly? How about that? She doesn't like to share the gift. She just likes to use you like to hold the energy. That's it. But whatever I've got, she's got 1,000 times that. And Eric, oh my God, I don't know what Eric's doing. This is just like another world.
Yeah.
She's like, Eric's like, just, you know, Eric can smile at you and it's like, I'm screwed.
Well, like with yours, seeing the 11, 11, 11, and why that's so important is like 11 is the number of self-mastery.
Okay.
It's the 1 and the 1, which is the masculine and the masculine.
Mm-hmm.
And then that adds up to 4, which is the heart chakra or love. And
Yes.
so when you see the 444, that adds up to 12, which adds up to 3. That's the only way you can get true power is by love times 3 equals 3. So you put 4 plus 3 equals 7, which is the divine. Everything was made in 7 days, supposedly. And you got the 333, which adds up to 9. That's the number of completion. So you've come to a certain level of your number of completion.
Yes. That's why I'm
since you
seeing.
got
That so makes
awakened
sense.
with 1111.
Yeah, I feel like I finally opened the door. I've spent so many years where I had 8 of the numbers of the 10, you know, like a combination and a lock, but it had 10 numbers. I had 8 of them for the longest time. Yeah. And recently they've released the codes. And I feel like the universe is really conspiring to help all of us in this room.
Yeah.
Kelly, you can believe this. Yes. Yes, and Helga knows.
Yeah,
that.
and I think that's probably what 2021 is about too. Yeah.
Yeah, like there is no limits. There's no glass ceiling, especially. Like Steve, man, you're linked. Like you're here. Which is so weird. Like you're in one of the weirdest rooms in the world right now. Right here.
Weirdest or realist?
I'll go with weirdest.
Okay.
I think realist is, maybe in 5D, and I'm only in 4, so I don't know. I feel like I'm looking up at the sky, going, "Is that a bird?" Oh wait, they were loud this morning.
You know, my answer to your question before was, we're all finding our true callings, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know what everyone's true calling is, but I do believe that's what 2020 did. It initially forced us all in, and we all took that hard look at each other, or excuse me, at ourselves. And then once we dug in there, it snapped us back out into the world to where we're all just going like, okay, for me, it's like I was a firefighter and I've done finance, and I'm like, I don't want to do either of these. these were my jobs, but this isn't where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I have to refocus my schooling. I have
Yeah.
to get what I need to do to help the people that I need to help. And
Yeah.
and I do believe that that's what's happened to a lot of people in the
Yeah.
world. Like, you hear all these people making all these changes, and it's not because they're running from where they were, it's because they know they're not supposed to be there. So they're trying to get on their
Right.
true calling
Yeah.
and their true path.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. And that will resonate more with more people than whatever other dance the rest of us are doing in here. And I think Kelly could probably I think people tolerate me because they think I've been dropped on my head a few times, but it's okay. And there's something with my voice. I've heard that too. There's something about the voice that helps. Yeah. Helga, do you agree with that? The voice is a gift.
Yes.
Yes. There we go. One word. Okay. Is Steve going to be okay, Helga? Yes or no?
Only if he wants to.
Only if he wants to. There we go.
Ah,
Oh,
And
so he's
that-
got to do the work. He's got to do the work. That's what you're saying, right? He's got
Gotta
to do
dig in.
He's got to do the work. Okay. Helga, am I going to be okay?
You are okay.
Yeah, I knew it. There you go. See, we know. She's talking to me right now. She's talking to me right now. She was talking to me on the goddamn phone earlier.
All
I-
of
God
us
damn
are
it.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all going to be okay. So why was it so important for you to be on the broadcast this morning, Helga? Can you explain that? Here we
I
go.
needed to talk to you.
Okay. And why?
Just exchange our energies.
Yes.
Connect.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. That's what it was. Do you remember what I wrote in the message to you? What did I write to you in the message? Do you have it there with you? Remember what I wrote? I meant that. That's the only reason I came up. Do you want me to paraphrase from what I can remember?
Yes, please.
Yeah. I basically said, yes, I'm willing to play with the divine energies with you.
Yes.
Because I knew that's what this would be. Yes, and I knew you'd be doing that, and you'd be doing energy on me, and I would be stumbling and trying to find words, and Eric would be going, hello, how are you, my friend? How do you like to vibrate? Vibrating's very good, isn't it? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Have you started pulling your pants yet? No, no, no. That's good. That's next day. Next session, you pull your pants. It's so good. Yes. All right. It's all about the release, my friend. Yes. Yeah. No, but you guys, it gives me that look like. Yeah. That's right. We're gonna vibrate, brother. I remember the first time I met him, I went, "Oh, you were in the music room, right?"
Yeah,
And I was
with
drawn to
Rick.
you. Yeah, that was a wild night that night. Crazy. Okay, let's do the gratitude. All of us. That'll probably take 10 minutes. We'll do our gratitude piece and then we'll end it. And if you if anybody wants to come up again, we can come up again. Do you want to come up again for half an hour? Can we do that or no? Eric's going to be here like the next 3 days, but yeah, look at him. Look. I'm going to be here anyways, man. I'm going to be here just doing what I do. And yes, I've already pooed my pants, so I got nowhere to go. I'm good. I'm in a warm place. I'm happy. I think I have some water. It's all good. All right. So if for those who are interested, we're going to come back up again. And I don't know where we're headed after this, and maybe we'll have some different people, and we might even read the comments. Well, who knows? All right. So, Steve, what are you currently grateful for?
Today, I am actually very grateful for my wife and the support that she's given me on my new journey.
Okay.
She is a very strong woman, and she is supporting my path. I mean, she's actually helping me break the ground to get to where I need to be. So I am actually truly grateful for her today.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay. And how long have you guys been together?
Been together?
Yeah.
26 years.
26 years. So she knows all sides of you.
She knows all sides of me.
So she knows this is something you yearn for, or a calling, or does she think you're having a midlife crisis? Like, what is?
No, when I said it to her, she goes, finally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best
Oh, wow.
answer. Finally.
Wow.
You know what I meant? Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face. Okay, sorry. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, that's beautiful. One word, see? Less is more, right, Helga?
Yes.
If he wants to. If he wants to. Only if he wants to.
She knows.
She knows. She's just hiding back there, manipulating energy, listening to nothing. It's all good. All right. All right, Helga, you have to say some real words now of gratitude. Here you go. Or
Whoop,
not.
whoop.
Whoop whoop. Oh, are you gonna? Oh, she's gonna be Randy now. Okay, Randy W. She just channeled Randy W. Horton. There he goes. Whoop whoop. That's. Is that your answer? That's your answer. That is really your answer. Okay, Eric. There you go. I guess we got whoop whoop. There's the gratitude part. Eric, you're next. You're next. Unless do you want to say more, Helga, or no?
No, it's
No. That's what I thought. Okay.
it's fine.
Eric will be a little deeper and cryptic. Here we go.
Yeah. Thank you for everybody that's being here. This is the way I perceive life and where I'm stepping from and into. Like, I had dreams of Helga and Michael's stream this morning. So since I've been a part of HAPS, that's been happening every single day for me. And it's been a great majority of my life to begin with, but now it's like every day. There is no not facing it. So I thank you all for making my dreams come true.
Oh.
Okay, Kelly.
I'm grateful for all the silver linings that this time has provided, as tough as even the hard stuff, because I'm continuing to learn and continuing to grow, and despite everything that's happened, I think we're on, as a collective, even we're on the path to a better world.
Yes, agreed. Agreed. Okay, so is that it for you two? You're done? Or you got more?
Done.
You're done. Okay, so Eric, I have an idea. Why don't you start a broadcast? I'll come into yours. We'll try to do your HAP challenge tonight and get you up to 250.
Okay.
Okay, and then because I'm going to be fine. It's going to work out for me. But if we can go on your channel, and that way we can support you, that would be lovely. Are you open to that?
Yeah. You're speaking what Spirit was talking to me about 5 minutes ago. So you're catching the same stream I am there, Michael.
Yeah. Well, I think you kind of told me to do it. So yeah.
I love you, brother.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's how it works. We talk on other levels, and I had a sense that it was like, Michael, you don't need to do another broadcast. You need to help my ass. And I was like, okay. So, and I also have some, according to Fraser, I have some lovely underwear garments you can purchase. I don't know where you can buy them. Fraser must have them in a warehouse somewhere. But thank you, Fraser, for that lovely artwork in the background. Dina D, I can really feel you tonight. I hope everything's okay with you. You're really in my scope. And Swift Beats, I love you. You know that. And Dina Cool, we need to do like a show once a week. But I'm not doing 4 hours. I'll do like an hour. Okay. Much love. And Kelly, you seem calmer than when you walked into the room. Are you feeling the energies?
Yes, I
It's
am.
yes.
Lovely.
Lovely. Okay, so we're going to head
So
over to
lovely.
all of us. I
Oh,
hope are going to head over to the Woo
I
Palace.
gotta
You want to tell them what the name of your channel is, sir? The Woo Palace. Oh yeah. Well, look at her face. Just went.
It's just Eric Hypes, and tonight's perfect timing. I was going to start at 8, so it's Wisdom Wednesday and how it can help us get over the hump.
Okay, I will be there. Give me 10 minutes to beautify myself. I'm going to take a shower, and Helga, I hope you can talk more in the next one. That would be great. I would like some, yeah. Look at her. Yeah, I would love that. We can, super wordy. That would be great. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for this.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you for this wonderful community.
Thank
This
you,
was
Michael.
This was fantastic. I felt totally manipulated, but thank you.